Now, Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm trying to decide where to begin, as there's just so much to talk about regarding the giant which is Red Dead Redemption 2, that I don't really know where to begin, so here it goes. Not only have they created a fantastic sequel to an incredible first game, they have also managed to make the sequel better, something that's really rare in the video game and film industry, with sequels often falling behind their predecessor. Now, Rockstar did take their time with this game, with it having more than 7 years of development time. The time and effort does show in-game, with the attention to detail being evident almost as soon as the first mission begins. You start off in a snowy type area where I was almost distracted by the extreme beauty of the world around me, so much that I wasn't paying complete attention to the cutscenes, and it actually took me a while to figure out who I even was. Arthur Morgan is an incredible character. He's a badass and you care for him. Somehow Rockstar have managed to create a character in this prequel that's better than the main character of the actual original, John Marston. I didn't think it could be done, but I think mostly everyone agrees that Arthur Morgan is a better character. Incredible voice acting means that every cutscene could be ripped out of a film. It isn't just Arthur Morgan either. All the characters that Rockstar have crafted, whether they're new characters or one that we have seen before in the previous game, are great and they all have really strong personalities. It's clear from this game and GTA 5 that Rockstar really knows how to make a lovable / hateable character, Micah. As I've mentioned before, the world and overall graphics in this game are top quality. With such an extremely big open world, you would assume that there would be some compromises somewhere. However, I couldn't really find any. Every NPC that you meet has something different and interesting to say. They aren't just recycled like in other open world games, especially on Xbox One or Xbox One X, or PS4 Pro, where the open world experience is even better with an enhanced resolution. However, don't worry if you don't own these consoles, as the game is a great experience wherever you play it, except for PC, The story itself is great, apart from the introduction, which takes place in an incredible area, which does drag on slightly. If you are impatient when it comes to games and you can't really wait for a story to get good, then I suggest not attempting the story. You really need to get through the slightly boring bit at the start, and then you will be greatly rewarded with a fantastic experience. Just give it a chance. I know you want to. Now, the gameplay. Writing this review, I knew there would be one area where I had to be mostly negative, and this section is it. The gameplay within this game, especially character control and gunplay, is fairly awful. Now, don't get me wrong, the guns are amazing. The systems in place, such as Deadeye, are really fun to play with. Now, it feels like Arthur Morgan is incredibly heavy, almost as if there is a controller delay programmed into the game. It sometimes feels like a full second from when you actually input a command to when Arthur actually does it, making some situations incredibly frustrating to do. Not only is that somewhat frustrating, but so are the actions. You want to mount your horse, but you're stood in like a weird way. It takes 30 seconds of strange, dodgy character movement until the action is actually completed. You want to pick something up? 20-second action of pressing the button and waiting for Arthur to complete it, especially if you're stood in a bit of a weird way. It's very frustrating. These gameplay problems can sometimes take away from the overall experience, however, you're still going to love it, trust me, because I'm very picky and I still love the story. Now, I thought I would dedicate a small section to the horses, as they are a major part, obviously. There is a major selection of horses in the game. Small, medium, large, lots of different colours and types. You can also customise your horses, which is a really interesting feature, a lot like Los Santos Customs, but for horses. There are also different levels of bonding, which improved means that you can call your horse from far away. So from a good distance away from the map, you can whistle and your horse can come up and you can mount him, which is really cool. However, the gameplay on the horses is both heaven and hell. Although they feel great and respond to predators and hills, they also are somewhat clumsy. You could be riding at full speed and suddenly your horse hits a tiny rock and goes flying. And I mean literally goes flying. Now, these gameplay issues were also prevalent in GTA 5 and every Rockstar game before. It just seems as if Rockstar improves everything for these games, graphics, storytelling, the world. However, they seem to ignore the gameplay, a critical part of any game. It feels like it's ripped out of early Xbox 360 days, and it really feels like we shouldn't have these type of problems in a game of this magnitude in 2019 actually. Don't let this put you off though. If you are still on the fence, then here's my recommendation. Buy this game. It is a blast. Now for Red Dead Redemption Online, if you enjoy GTA Online and that's your kind of deal, then buy this game. If you just want it to play online, then go for it. I think it's a little bit strange just to buy Red Dead and not play the single player, but that's completely up to you. I feel like the online is just rubbish, microtransactions everywhere. I'm just not a fan. So if you want to buy it for the multiplayer, play it. But I'm more of a single player guy, and that's who I am. Overall, I'd give this game a good 8.5 out of 10. If it wasn't for the clunky gameplay, I would feel confident giving it a 9 out of 10. But half a point for gameplay is reasonable. Now, if you are new here, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. If you want me to review anything or react to anything or just give my impressions of anything, just give me a comment down below and I'll definitely go and check it out. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.